600 grams of chicken. One perfect meal. Salad and a side included. Let's make it happen right now. Step 1. Use a paper towel to pat the chicken dry. Removing excess moisture is the only way to get that perfect golden crust. Now, take a sharp knife and slice the fillets in half lengthwise. This ensures even cooking and twice the flavor. Drop those into the bowl. Let's keep the momentum going. Grab the other fillet and let's repeat the drill. Patting the meat dry is non-negotiable. Look at the texture changing as we remove the moisture. That's what we want. Now, a smooth slice right through the center. I always tell people, taking an extra 20 seconds to prep your chicken like this changes the entire meal. No thick, dry centers, just perfectly even, tender cuts ready for the pan. With all the chicken cut, arrange the pieces neatly on your cutting board. Next, unroll a sheet of plastic wrap and cover the meat completely. This keeps your kitchen perfectly clean and preps the chicken for the next crucial step. Now give it a steady, gentle pound. We are doing this for 2 reasons. It tenderizes the meat and it levels out the thickness. If all your pieces are the exact same thickness, they finish cooking at the exact same time. It's a simple trick, but it guarantees a perfect golden sear. Now flip them over and do it again. Don't skip the second side. We want maximum tenderness in every single bite. A few more taps, and we are ready for the flavor. All right, the fillets are perfectly prepped. Now, let's grab some salt and season each piece evenly. Now grab your absolute favorite chicken seasoning and don't be shy. Sprinkle it generously over every single fillet. We want maximum flavor on every inch of this meat. Next, we go in with some freshly cracked black pepper. With the spices in place, let's drizzle a little sunflower oil over each piece. The oil acts as a binder, locking in the seasoning and helping the chicken develop a gorgeous crust in the pan. Let's take a moment to really work those flavors in. Smooth the oil and spices evenly across every piece. Now for the secret to keeping this chicken unbelievably juicy. 150 grams of cream cheese. Go ahead and divide it up, spreading a nice even layer right over the top of each fillet. You might have to work it a little since the chicken is oiled, but don't worry about making it look restaurant perfect just yet. As it cooks, this cheese will soften and create a protective, creamy barrier. It locks in the moisture and mixes perfectly with all those savory spices we just rubbed in. It's a simple trick, but it totally changes the game. We'll leave the fillets alone for a bit. Let's prep our herbs. Take a handful of fresh parsley and just chop it up slightly. It's going to add the perfect touch of freshness to our dish. Bring the chicken back and scatter that freshly chopped parsley right over the cream cheese. Look at that gorgeous pop of green. It instantly makes the whole dish look incredibly fresh and vibrant. Now for the ultimate flavor booster. Take 8 slices of bacon and place 2 on each piece of chicken. As it bakes, those smoky juices will render down right into the cream cheese, taking this dish to a whole new level. Now comes the most crucial part. Carefully roll up each fillet, tucking the bacon, cheese, and herbs tightly inside. Take your time here. We want to seal all that incredible flavor right in the center. Once your fillets are rolled up nice and tight, arrange them on the board, just like this. Now grab 3 wooden skewers and skewer the rolls right down the line. This is a pro trick. It secures the bacon and cheese inside, prepping them for a perfect, clean slice. Get ready for the magic. Now take a sharp knife and slice straight down between the skewers. Look at that perfect cross-section. The skewers hold everything completely intact, giving us these beautiful stuffed pinwheels. Let's set our chicken aside for a moment and build the next layer of flavor. Take 2 cloves of garlic and chop them up nicely. This is going to give our dish an incredible aroma. Scoop that chopped garlic into a small prep bowl. Now that our ingredients are ready, it's time to move on to a very important stage. Place a pan over the heat and add a splash of vegetable oil. Followed by 20 to 30 grams of butter. The vegetable oil stops the butter from burning, giving us the perfect, rich base for a golden sear. Toss in the chopped garlic and give it a stir. You only need a few seconds for it to release that incredible aroma and infuse our butter. To take that aroma to the next level, let's drop in a sprig of fresh rosemary. As soon as it hits the hot butter, the smell in the kitchen becomes absolutely unbelievable. Grab the skewered fillets and place them right into that hot, flavored butter. They are going to soak up all that garlic and rosemary goodness while getting a perfect, crispy sear on the outside. Just look at that perfect golden crust we're getting. That right there is exactly what we want. It's absolutely beautiful and packed with flavor. Off the heat they go, and straight into a baking dish. While they rest for a second, let's mix up a quick, incredible sauce to brush right over the top. Let's start building our glaze. Add 1 teaspoon of honey to a bowl. Next, go in with 1 teaspoon of whole grain mustard. For that extra kick, pour in a tablespoon of hot sauce. And to bring it all together, add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is going to provide that deep, savory umami flavor, perfectly balancing the sweetness and the heat. Give it a really good mix. Now, let's bring back our chicken rolls and start painting on that incredible glaze. Work it into every nook and cranny. Just think about the flavors we are building here. We have the smoky bacon, the creamy cheese inside, and now this sweet, spicy, and savory glaze wrapping the whole thing. It's going to be a masterpiece. Send the dish into the oven and bake for 20 minutes at 180 degrees. Now for the salad. Take 150 grams of cheese we're going to dice our cheese into neat, small cubes. I love this part because it's all about consistency. When you cut them this size, you get a little bit of that creamy richness in every single bite. Take your time. These perfect cubes will make the final plate look professionally made. Toss those cheese cubes into a large bowl. Next up, take 150 grams of ham. We're going to dice it exactly like we did with the cheese, into neat, uniform cubes. There's a golden rule in cooking. The more consistent your dicing, the better the flavors will blend. When the ham and cheese are the same size, they distribute perfectly throughout the salad. This ensures that every single forkful gives you the ideal balance of every ingredient. Take your time and keep that size consistent. It's these little details that elevate a home-cooked meal into a culinary masterpiece. Add the diced ham to the bowl with the cheese. Now, let's add 150 grams of red kidney beans. For that perfect crunch, we'll need 150 grams of white bread. We're going to turn these into golden croutons, adding the final piece to our texture mosaic. It's exactly what this salad needs to feel truly complete. Trim the crusts off every side. This is how they prep croutons in high-end restaurants. No tough edges, just uniform, crispy bread. Try to keep the cubes the same size as the cheese and ham. When all the ingredients in a salad are cut uniformly, it doesn't just look aesthetic. The flavors blend much more harmoniously in every single bite. Transfer the diced bread into a separate bowl and head over to the stove. We need to transform these soft cubes into golden, fragrant croutons that will give our salad that signature crunch. After toasting the bread slightly on a dry pan, add 1 teaspoon of sunflower oil. This will help the croutons turn perfectly golden and appetizing. Add a pinch of salt, and finally, add 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Quickly toss everything together and take it off the heat immediately. We just want the paprika to bloom in the residual heat without burning. Just look at that incredible color our croutons have picked up. Once the croutons have cooled down completely, add them to the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. Now, give it a gentle mix. Just look at this vibrant, appetizing mosaic. Every single piece is exactly where it belongs. All that's left is to add some mayonnaise and give everything a good mix. It's going to bring all those flavors and textures together, making the salad creamy and complete. Toss it gently to ensure every single cube of cheese, ham, and bread is perfectly coated. What's a dinner without a side dish? Now, let's move on to the potatoes. We'll need about 500 to 600 grams. It's the perfect companion to make this meal feel truly hearty and home-cooked. We're going to cut the potatoes into small cubes and toss them into a pot. Why cut them up instead of boiling them whole? It's simple. They cook much faster and more evenly this way. For a perfectly fluffy potato mash, you want every piece to finish boiling at the exact same time. Let's add water and get them on the stove. Cover the cubes with water. just enough so the potatoes are fully submerged. Add a good pinch of salt for flavor. This is exactly where we lay the foundation for our fluffy mashed potatoes. The potatoes are bubbling away, so let's prep our key ingredient for the aroma. Take a small bunch of dill and chop it finely. As soon as these fresh herbs hit the hot mashed potatoes, the most amazing smell will fill the kitchen. It's these little touches that make home cooking feel truly special. The potatoes are fully cooked. Pour in about 60 to 80 milliliters of milk, preferably warm, to get the best texture. Then follow it up with 40 grams of butter for that rich, savory flavor. Now, actively mash the potatoes. Work it vigorously so there are no lumps left behind. We want the texture to be perfectly silky. Let's bring our dish together. First to go on the plate are the hot, glazed rolls. Next comes the juicy salad with croutons, bringing freshness and crunch. And the final touch, the fluffy mashed potatoes. An incredible combination of flavors and textures all on one plate. And of course, don't forget to sprinkle the mashed potatoes with fresh herbs. That dill will add a pop of color and an incredible homey aroma to our side dish. You have to try this recipe. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss more amazing dinner ideas. See you next time.